was the Gospel of Mark written to? Well, it was basically written to Christians or believers in Rome, Gentiles, who were about ready to experience tremendous persecution. By the time Mark wrote his Gospel, Nero had most likely ascended to the throne, and it had begun the Neronian persecution, which is the first formal persecution by Rome against Christianity that we have record of back in the first century. And so these Christians were going to suffer tremendously for their faith. And so Mark sort of creates a portrait of Christ as not only the great servant, but the great sufferer. And he kind of holds that out to them as a role model for them on how they are to conduct themselves and act as they go through this very difficult time of persecution that they will endure. So, for example, Mark spends more time on the passion narratives, that's the crucifixion of Christ, than any other gospel writer. Chapters 11 through 15, a number of chapters are devoted to that subject, whereas in Matthew's gospel only 2 chapters are devoted to that subject. And Mark also focuses more on the miracles of Jesus and the actions of Jesus and the emotions of Jesus than any other gospel writer. And beyond that, when you go into chapter 1, you don't see a genealogy connecting Jesus to his heavenly origin, as in John 1, or his Jewish origin, as in Matthew 1, or his genealogy back to Adam, as in Luke 3. Why is that? Because a servant had no genealogy in the Roman world. So it's a portrayal of Christ as this great servant, as this great sufferer, as a role model for the Roman Christian audience who is about to go through this terrible Neronian persecution.